Welcome, everybody, to the greatest podcast that's ever lived. My name is Damon. I am here with Sensei Brian Frost.
Yep. Look at him eat those cookies.
Cookie for Trace Patchen. And Taylor Wheeler, who I don't have a name for.
That's cool.
Taylor Toolman Wheeler.
Yeah.
It was a name somebody gave you on one of the podcasts.
We are talking about the recent WWE pay-per-view Roadblock, End of the Line. I didn't watch it again, so Taylor's taking over starting now.
Why did you say it like that? Why did they name it that besides? Seriously.
Because they already had one Roadblock and they were just like, fuck it.
This is the end of the line now. We're done with this paper.
Yeah, this is the last one of the year. It's the end of the line. They could have just named it End of the Line. They didn't have to do Roadblock.
I mean, because to me,
was the last
End
time?
of the Line was stupid because all of the stuff just continued on basically the next night.
When was the last time a pay-per-view got a surname? You know what I mean? Like, that's weird.
Takeover, all of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a continuation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It makes sense.
SummerSlam. The slam of the summer,
The
bro.
party, the biggest party of the summer.
Yeah, that is that. Yeah.
I think that's just a stupid
That's like a
tagline.
tagline.
It is.
It's just a tagline. It's not
It's
actually
a
the
god-awful
Look,
tagline.
they were testing it out, seeing if they could just run those waters.
Well, I don't like the WWE.
Piece of shit.
Okay.
All right, so quickly gloss over Rusev won against Cass on the pre-show. I don't think anyone cared.
Was it count out? Yep.
Yeah, it was by count out. No one cared.
Biggest waste of time. I was so upset.
Yeah.
You actually
I
watched
remember
it?
he was furious.
I wouldn't say
He
furious.
was white knuckling, dude.
Yeah.
He was
And that's a lot to get these brown hands done. Pretty upset.
Whoa!
No, I just wanted it to be a good match, and it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It was dumb.
So then we started off the night with the tag team matchup, the New Day. So what, 484 days?
Yep.
Versus Shamzaro. Which went through, I thought it was a pretty good match.
Yeah.
It was kind of, it didn't last all that long. I think it was 10 minutes overall. But I really liked what Cesaro was doing throughout a lot of it. It felt like he was kind of playing the same games that a lot of New Day does most of the time.
Yeah.
Of course, New Day lost their titles
Boo.
because they broke the record. So
It was too soon.
Mm-hmm.
It was dumb. They should have
They
done
should have let him get to 500.
it's what the WWE always does. Somebody breaks a record and they're like, "Well, have them lose it now."
I think there was a lot of people that were kind of sick of the tag or the reign, although I wasn't. But I think the New Day's great. I love, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm one of the people that was sick of the reign, but I would have rather seen it gone to like 500 days and
I
then cut it.
just prefer longer reigns. Like I feel like it elevates the titles in most senses.
See-
Like they've defended the title. I mean, there was a few months where they didn't defend it like at all, but more or less they defended it on like a pretty consistent basis.
Well,
Especially in the last like.
Yeah, but like, okay, but think of credibility. Like, I think the biggest problem was there wasn't really anybody that could have taken it.
no.
They
Yeah,
booked-
no.
they booked-
Once the draft
It-
happened, it was
They
it was
booked all the
beat.
Raw tag teams just to be so much inferior to the New Day that it was just like,
And that was going to happen to anyone who, because they were at a certain point, it was obvious they were going to break the record.
I mean, the thing is what Raw could have done is they could have fed the Golden Truth to New Day a couple different times instead of constantly feeding the club and that.
Well, yeah, but then we would have to subject people with a shitty match between the New Day and Golden Truth. Who I
Yeah,
don't think
but
the
I
New
mean-
Day could even make them look good.
At least you weren't killing the club off, who've lost to the New Day, like 8 times?
Yeah.
So. But I don't know, I thought it was a decent match, though.
yeah, I think it was a smart booking decision to have it started off because it definitely made the pay-per-view go a little bit, I don't know, like felt a little bit more important, I guess, because it started off with a big bang theory.
Dude,
I'm done.
Yeah.
It's the cookies.
Thanks, Dad. I did really enjoy the,
The false tag?
Yeah, the false tag. that
Yeah,
Cesaro
it was
pulled off.
It was
That was actually a brilliant finish.
yeah, I like that. I wish that it was like it wasn't a roll-up-esque finish. I wish it was like a blindside, like, Kofi, like that same transaction happened, but then Kofi got up and got, like, kicked with like the bro kick or something.
Yeah, if it wasn't a stupid roll up.
Because it felt like
it also made it seem like more of a fluke.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That's what
it
I'm
was
saying.
a closer match.
Roll ups always feel fluke-ish.
Or at least
you know what I mean?
like you couldn't beat him any other
Fluky.
way. So.
Fluky.
Yeah.
A little fluky.
It's fluky. But otherwise, I mean, that's just nitpicking, though. Otherwise, I thought it was a pretty decent match.
Yeah, it was decent. I'm 100% behind Sheamus and Cesaro. I like the stuff between the two.
You like
No
the
dignity.
fella!
Yes.
I just really wanted to do that.
Alright, so the next match of the night was Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman in the you need to last 10 minutes and then you win. So start this off with the man that loves Sami Zayn with a passion.
Yeah.
Sensei.
I don't know. It was a good match. It was a good match. Like
It was like...
the stipulation was kind of dumb. Like it should have been like a pinfall or like how like a normal match. But okay, 10 minutes. All right, we're done. And then Mick Foley coming out made it really lame too.
And then like the time limit, I think that they got off track maybe a little bit because the ending felt like it wasn't necessarily supposed to happen that way. Like, I don't know. But I mean, I think that it definitely helped both the guys involved. It made Sammy look strong because technically he got the win. And Braun didn't get pinned or legitimately beat. He just got outlasted. So that's... It's a bonus for both of them.
I enjoyed the match for the most part, but like you said, the Mick Foley thing was just...
It made it weird.
Yeah,
like, he didn't need to come out there and do
weird
that.
when he hobbled down.
Was it because of his outfit?
His shoes.
Somewhat.
What
Like,
are those?
he had that leather jacket going on, and then he had like sweatpants and those weird ass shoes on.
And then it looked like he just
Look
got
at the aqua
done
sock.
dying.
Just straight out of like swimming lessons. Straight out of the deep end.
Straight out of the deep end.
That's why he had a towel.
That's why. So good.
And then Sami Zayn's acting though when he was talking to Mick Foley was awful as well.
Was it bad?
Yeah. You're not gonna go like this. It's not gonna be like this. And he grabs that towel and throws it away.
He's the underdog from the underground, though.
What?
He's the underdog from the underground, though.
I guess.
That's my defense for Sami Zayn. All right.
It was a good match though.
No, it wasn't
It was a
bad.
good match. I felt like the whole Nick thing wasted like a minute and a half of that time limit.
I think that's
too.
what they tried doing, trying to make it not as one-sided. Like Sami Zayn running around for the most part, trying to like get small advantages here and there.
Also, side note, I can't help but laugh every time I hear the roar come on when Braun Strowman comes out.
Yeah, I was watching the What Culture, the What Live, like the shortened version of their live stream of the pay-per-view, and all the guys were trying to decipher what he's saying when he's coming out. Is he just growling or is he saying Braun? You know? So like, I'm actually not sure either.
Brats!
Brats! Like he's just telling you what his favorite food item is. Brats! I hope that's what that makes me happy. That's what it's. That's what it is.
So after that 10-minute thing, went back to the normal match with Seth Rollins versus Chris Jericho. Trace, if you want to start us off with this.
Okay. I thought the thing is that I don't know. I thought it was an okay match, but it just didn't feel important. It didn't feel like there was a need. It felt like it's just a...
Nothing was on the line.
Yeah, nothing was on the line, but it should have been, because like in on paper, these are two of the greatest wrestlers currently, and it shouldn't have been a toss, kind of transition match, which it was. It was just I don't know. I feel like Jericho deserves better than that, because he should get... and it wasn't a bad match. It really wasn't. I thought it could have gone a little longer, maybe. And I'm sure Jericho's age has something to do with that. He's not a spring chicken anymore, but nonetheless...
Is that really a term?
Yeah, you've never heard that?
No. Well, anyway.
But, I don't know. That's kind of how I felt about it. It should have been bigger.
Mm-hmm.
But it's on Roadblock.
It really didn't feel all that big, and I think part of the problem is like it was made such a big deal that this is the first stepping stone to get to Triple H for Seth Rollins, and it was like
it's more. I don't know. It's like as great as everything Chris Jericho is doing, it's so supportive that, like, it's such a supporting role that it's like, man, I wish they would do more for him, because if Kevin Owens and him inevitably fight, he's definitely going to look like, I mean, even as big as a wrestler he is, he's definitely going to look like the underdog because he's been played as the supporting character in this whole thing.
He does have a win against AJ Styles this year.
Yeah, well, okay. A lot of people don't like that anyways. But yeah, no, I don't know. That's my opinion.
I don't know. Kevin Owens should have just stayed out of it, personally.
Yeah, well,
they keep them separated. I mean, I know they're best friends, but...
and I know that they're trying to prolong that angle.
Something's going to happen.
Something happen. I'm assuming probably WrestleMania. That's the only thing that makes sense. And that's fine. I like that. But
I'm thinking
it's sacrificing
Royal
other
Rumble,
things.
Personally,
Really?
Well, it's going to start at Royal Rumble leading into WrestleMania. That makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
But
Don't say that.
I'm just telling you right now what's going to happen. Y2J is going to cost Kevin Owens the title, Roman Reigns. Braun Strowman's going to win the Royal Rumble, and it's going to be Braun versus Reigns at WrestleMania for that title.
It's not happening. Braun versus Reigns at WrestleMania is happening, but it's not going to be for the Universal title.
It's going to be for the Universal
US title. And it'll be the first time in like 6 months that Roman Reigns has actually fucking defended that title, since he never goddamn does.
That's true. Really, I never thought about that. He never really does do anything.
Because Roman Reigns. I don't know what that means, but that's what I think.
Too busy punching the ground with his one foot.
Yeah. Ooh, dumb. Oh, garbage. Anyways,
he likes hoo-hot, I think.
Hoo-hot. Everyone just talks about their favorite foods.
I'm hungry.
Well, Taylor, what do you think of the match? Oh, you kind of said it. Anyways.
Yeah.
Damon? Nope, you weren't there.
No. I have something.
You do? Okay.
So I saw this on Reddit today. The Miz, who has been the IC champ for 37 days, has more title defenses than Roman Reigns, who has had it for 88 days, the U.S. title, and Kevin Owens, who has had his for 115 days.
Really?
So the Miz is just defending the title left and right.
How many times has Kevin Owens defended his title? I feel like he's defended a decent amount.
Once a month.
Yeah, pretty much each pay-per-view he defends.
But, I mean, Reigns has done it a couple on Raw. Yeah, Reigns has done a few more on Raw than...
The Miz does his, like, every SmackDown. I
yeah,
feel like
pretty much almost every week. He did it this week. I think he's doing it again next week.
I feel like there should be a title that just is mandatory, that you have to defend it once a week.
Well, it should be the U.S. title.
It should be the
what John Cena was doing.
John Cena had the open challenge, and it was fantastic.
It was so good. Like,
Can we start a GoFundMe for the hardcore title?
To come back?
Yeah,
24/7?
I don't know if they would listen to our GoFundMe.
We just put money towards to like recreate that
shitty
ass title.
Hardcore title.
The title was so garbage.
Do whatever we want.
It was just garbage.
Yeah, it literally looked like that scene from The Mask when he finds that trash floating in there. It looked like that. That was the title.
There was a rumor that
this is what I was just going to talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you got it.
No, you got it.
I want to hear both of you.
WWE
same time.
Yeah, because one of the it was the world title.
World title. Yeah.
Yeah. He one guy took someone's world title, like stole it, brought it backstage, and during a promo he grabbed a hammer and just
beat it up.
He broke it into pieces, and there was a rumor that they brought that title back as the hardcore title, like
because there's pieces of a title on it, which would be smart, but apparently it was
because they have it like in the Hall of Fame, like in a case in the Hall of Fame. So it wasn't real, but cool thought.
So moving on to the shortest match of the night, which was the Cruiserweights Triple Threat Championship match.
It's really disappointing. It really is. Can I start?
No.
I mean, yeah, since you sound so disappointed.
I'm like super mad.
Were you white-knuckling it?
I wasn't white-knuckling because I liked what I was seeing, but I'm just like, man, that finish really wasn't, it wasn't exciting because it was like, you have three of the best from probably arguably the coolest thing WWE's done this year for me, the Cruiserweight Classic. And you have, at that point of the pay-per-view, there was a little under 2 hours left of it. So, like, there was a lot of time to give these guys a match. Like, even after the pay-per-view ended, there were still 20-some extra minutes left that they could have put somewhere, you know what I mean, given these guys actual time. But they didn't. They didn't care, and it really pissed me off. But the ending was cool. Or, like, the post-match was cool.
Yeah, post-match was really cool. I did not expect it either.
No.
But what did you think of the match, though?
The match was really good. I don't know. Like, I don't really care for Brian Kendrick, but, I mean, He puts on a
Bad
good
boy.
show. Puts on a good show. I'll give him that.
Who you
Rich Swann.
Rich
though.
Swann guy,
Enough
though.
said. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look, I'm 100% down for the Brian Kendrick.
Hey, I also want to defend T.J. Perkins. I don't think, other than his
I don't like
shitty
him.
Are we
like video
starting a
game
triple
gimmick.
threat right now?
Yeah, we are. Other than his triple threat? No, brain.
I mean-
other than his stupid video game thing.
I'm managing Sensei Brian Frost, so
He's got so many like things against him in my opinion.
Well, because
The
he
video
dabs.
game thing's
Twain?
stupid. The dab
I'm
is
a
stupid.
Twain.
His haircut is really stupid.
Yeah, but he's a really solid wrestler.
I don't know. He looks like he's 15, so that's like
He's 33.
he's old enough to get his hunter safety. That's about all he's got going for him. Seriously.
He gotta shoot some daggers.
oh my god.
I don't know why. It's the cookies.
I don't like him. I just don't like him.
Well, that's fair.
Look,
He's
I was-
boring.
He's not that
He's
boring.
boring. He doesn't have any personality.
Okay, he's a little dry.
He reminds me
but
of a Power
he's-
Ranger.
Okay.
He really does.
I mean, Rich Swann is too, to be completely honest.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Okay, he's pretty dry too. But like,
disco.
Just let
He's
Cedric
funky.
and Noam Dar take over the division.
yeah,
Whoa.
no, that was great.
They're
No,
the whole thing going
the
right
dude
now is
taking over
fantastic.
the
I'm sorry.
division is what happened during the match. So,
But
at the end of
anyways,
the match.
Yeah, I'm actually super down with that. By the way.
Yeah. So the 6 minutes bothered me because I just felt like they started to get going and then they had to stop.
yeah, no, it's just done. It was just like, what? That's it? Like, I even said that while we were watching. I'm like, that's really lame. I'm mad that ended.
But the best thing of that, and I almost feel like the best thing of the night, was Adrian Neville. I'm sorry, Neville.
Ooh, you don't
Sorry,
say that
I'm
first
sorry,
name.
I forgot that.
This isn't NXT.
Once you hit the main roster, you lose your first name.
Yeah. Who is this Antonio Cesaro character you're talking about?
But no, when Neville came out, and I mean, there was the little comment from Austin Aries about treating the cape poorly that made me laugh on the inside. But aside from that, when Neville came in, just came down to the ring and he did the clap and then just straight punched Swan in the
it
face.
was cool.
It was sweet.
I liked
and-
how aggressive he was. Just like,
Yeah, he just didn't let up at all and just kicked the shit out of Perkins and Swan while
Those
Kendrick
stomps
just
were-
kind of watched.
Those stomps were hard. They look crazy good.
It was great. I think that's probably the best thing for me of the night that happened was Neville coming out and turning heel. Because now I feel... Because I was a huge fan during NXT, and what got me in NXT was heel Neville versus Sami Zayn. Because I felt like that was an amazing job between those two, so... I'm
The Red
excited
Arrow.
for Red
I was
Arrows.
hoping I was going to see it, but it never happened.
What, what's 205 left, man?
Yeah, I was gonna say
I guess.
205.
yes,
So after Neville destroyed two of the best cruiserweights...
TJ Perkins. It reminds me of Perkins, the restaurant. Nothing,
just so
nothing
much
random
food
How you guys
tonight.
ate before
We
you
did.
So much
we
food.
did.
We go to Perkins after every podcast, just so you guys know.
You really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Thanks for the invite, by the way.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Dude, you're not supposed to tell him.
Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
They have pie.
But
So we went on to the Iron Woman match after that. 30 minutes, or not 30 minutes, because of course, instead of giving those extra couple minutes to the cruiserweights, had to give it more to them to just see a disappointing ending. But, what?
I've literally been looking for something for like the last hour,
Oh.
and I couldn't find it until now.
So overall, I thought this Iron Man match was really good. I had a good time with it, but I just hate the ending of it. I hate that they went over the Iron Man limit. That just frustrates me to no end. Like, what's the point of having an Iron Man match if you're going to go over anyways?
I don't know. I called it though. I
You
just want
did
to say
call
I
it. You
literally
did
called
call
it 10 minutes into the thing because they didn't have it. Like,
There's no
it was
pinfall
like 15
forever,
minutes
or
in,
nothing.
and they didn't have
No one
pinfall.
attempted,
Like,
really.
yeah, exactly. I was just like, this is going to go into the time limit's up, and they're going to go again. I get where you're coming from on that. Like, it is frustrating because, yeah, what is the point of the time limit?
Well,
But
because, and then you look 6 minutes for the cruiserweights and triple threat,
Right.
and the women get to go over a 30-minute match already.
yeah. Well, I get it. I get it in the context of, they're saying that it is so far the last of their encounter for now, right? So,
Sure.
yeah, I know, right? which is supposed to be a big deal. And I think that having, especially because the way they've been booking them, as much as we hate it, most of us hate it, the back and forth title changes.
Hot potato championship.
Yeah, exactly. But it has been displaying them both as very, very close, in the matches. They're back and forth. They're beating each other left and right.
But my thing is I don't care about their title reigns anymore. I don't care about that title anymore because I know, like, they get emotional when they win that title. I'm like, why? You're going to lose it in a week. So what's the difference?
Well, 2 weeks.
Sorry, 2 weeks.
2 or
so,
3.
like, what's the point of swapping that title? What's the point of getting emotional with that title when it's like and especially after a 30-minute Iron Man match, and then you're gonna swap the title around and you're gonna give me some form of emotion. I'm gonna be like, I don't care about your emotion. Like,
Did you catch the joke that Big E made the next night on Raw?
What did he say?
So they were talking about their reign, and Xavier Woods was like, Ric Flair didn't become a 16-time champion without losing 15 times. And Big E just went, and that'll be Charlotte next week.
That's so good.
And the crowd just lost it.
I don't know. To me, it's frustrating that Charlotte won again because all it was just to pander to the she hasn't lost a singles match on a pay-per-view, except she has lost on pay-per-views this year. We just aren't counting her losses because they were in tag matches.
Yeah, it's singles. It's a singles. They're saying singles now. But
she's the queen of the pay-per-view unless you give her a partner.
Although she did last,
even though she was the one
match,
who submitted during that tag match with Bayley and Sasha.
But the only thing I can say is that as much as I wanted Sasha to win, I think Charlotte is a fantastic wrestler, and her gimmick. She does her gimmick very well. Because plus there's not really any credible heel, female wrestlers, and I get it. We're in a time and age where you can put two baby faces up against each other and it'll be fine, right? But for some reason, they have to book it where one of them looks worse than the other. You know what I mean?
I want them to do something where, like a gold corrupts them kind of thing. Like, every time, someone wins a title, like a certain title, I don't care which title, they start to turn a little heel, like, more and more and more. Like, I thought they were doing that for a while with the NXT title, because when Neville won it, he started to turn more and more heel, and then Sami Zayn got it, and he had it for, like, a week. And then Kevin Owens took it.
Kevin Owens destroyed him immediately.
Yeah, immediately.
It's like a title that people might not necessarily want to have, but
almost, yeah.
Because
but
the corruption that
and I thought that would have been good with this title.
It's like a Game of Thrones of wrestling.
Because, the Divas Championship, Nikki had it and she was a heel. And then
What?
And then Charlotte won it and she eventually slowly became a heel. And then I was like, if Sasha wins it and she actually keeps it, haha, LOL. She can slowly start to turn heel because, and let's be honest, Sasha as a heel is fucking amazing. Sasha as a face is like,
I think that would have been the right decision to have Sasha as a heel. She was
a heel initially. She was a heel when she came back before WrestleMania, and then she just all of a sudden was a face.
Well, the huge NXT thing was when Sasha was a heel.
Her versus Bayley when she was a heel. Holy shit, those matches were fantastic.
Great.
I think it's my favorite match of the night, personally, though.
I feel like that's a low bar.
I'm gonna say it was.
No, I agree. The rest of the show was so low.
I think overall it was my favorite match of the night.
Aside from me hating that ending, it was probably the best match of the night.
What? Do you know what move actually she was bleeding from? She was bleeding pretty bad. I was trying to figure out
at the end,
what happened.
Right. She got jacked.
It was pretty cool.
I like that. I like how when people bleed now, they cannot comment on it like commentators can't.
Well, and next day on Raw, when they were showing pictures of it, it was black and white.
It was black and white.
It came to
so
where she was
dumb. Bleeding. Whatever. People. Oh wow, you have every match available on your freaking network of people literally getting bleeding profusely.
Watch any
Speaking
Ric
of
Flair match.
The Royal Rumble I watched, both Triple H and Stone Cold bladed the fuck out of themselves in that Royal Rumble.
Yeah, dude.
That sharpshooter you were talking about when Stone Cold got the sharpshooter.
During the Iron Man match against Bret Hart back in the day.
That's what that reminds me.
Yeah, he's this reminds me of that because
there's blood all over her face.
It's kind of ironic that it was in an Iron Man match, but she had blood on her face in the same fashion. That's pretty cool. Yeah,
Good match though. I liked it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was, like I said, a very good match. I just don't like that anymore.
They love fucking with you. You can't have clean finishes in WWE anymore.
There needs to be more of a women's division, though, I think, in Raw. That's what it lacks. There's Sasha, Charlotte, and now Bayley, kind of.
Yeah.
And then Nia Jax kind of, like, lingering around. Who cares about her, really?
Yeah, and her voice, like, how can you take Nia Jax as a heel?
Her music is awful.
What is that?
I'm not like most girls.
That's it. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
And then they get like the close up of her eyes, all menacing and stuff.
Like,
and then she opens her mouth and she doesn't sound scary or intimidating at all.
I'm gonna beat you guys up.
David, you are killing this Nia Jax impersonation.
Be here for Halloween, I'll pay you.
Here's $100.
So that would leave us with the final match of the night, which was Owens versus Reigns for the Universal Championship. And Sensei, I'll start with you.
I'm not a Roman Reigns fan.
Oh shit.
I don't think any of us are.
I know. Yeah.
That apparently shocked David.
No, I forgot something in my list for later.
Oh,
so.
He just did his like signature stuff too much, and like it's too predictable. It's not fun to watch. But I mean, it was a good match. I'll give it that. But
Reigns.
Oh yeah, he's a piece of shit.
It's too predictable. Like I know what he's gonna do. Like,
I think Taylor likes Roman Reigns the most. If we had to pick.
If one of us probably tries to support Reigns the most, it's me.
You're part of the Roman Empire.
Oh,
I'm not part of the Roman Empire.
Then you're gonna punch the ground. He's so hungry. I'm so hungry.
Angry.
No, I think Reigns can put on a great match.
I can't.
But it just, for whatever reason...
He can be carried to a great match.
So he can put on a good match with other people, but with Owens, for whatever reason, at Roadblock, they just weren't letting Reigns do more than what his typical moves are. Like, he just was John Cena for a night with his 5 moves of doom.
Yeah, night.
So, when Kevin Owens had him in a chokehold, though, and he was talking to him, he said something, and Roman Reigns laughed, but I don't remember what he said. What did he say? It was so funny. Because I saw him like, he's like...
Like, I forget what Owens said.
He was yelling at the ref, I think.
Ask him!
Yeah, I think that was it.
When KO has people in a chin lock, it is like, or a headlock, it's literally the greatest thing ever.
I wish more wrestlers were like that.
He was, the last time, I think the last pay-per-view they had, he was just yelling at Reigns, or it might have been even on a Raw. He's just yelling at Reigns, "You're never getting out of this chin lock! Your hair is super wet!"
There was...
So good.
I think it was... Well, I think it's Raw the next day, but there's... Like, something about not touching Reigns around, like, grabbing Reigns by the hair. But it's like, be careful, because it's probably full of conditioner.
I do want to say one thing while we're on Kevin Owens. And I said it to Frosty when we were watching it. It was when Owens was, like, talking to Jericho's door. And I was just, like, so entranced by the fact that he just cut a promo with a door better than 75% of wrestlers ever. Like, that's just so amazing.
I was convinced right away.
Yeah, like,
he started talking to that door, I was like, whatever he's about, he's about it.
It's unbelievable. He is confessing to a door, and we believe it. Oh, man. Kevin Owens is great.
When Owens is talking in the ring, that's probably some of my favorite stuff I ever seen him do. It's just him just talking shit in the ring or yelling at the ref. And Jericho does a similar thing too. Like, they both just yell stuff. I love when they're tag teaming because they're just yelling stuff in the ring the entire time.
Did I tell you guys about what he kept yelling at Survivor Series?
Oh, what?
And like prior to Survivor Series, he was quoting Captain Phillips. He just would keep yelling, "I am the captain now!" Like, repeatedly over and over again. And I was just like, God damn it, Jericho, you need to stop. You're just too funny sometimes.
Holy shit.
It's hard to take him serious.
So good.
But back to the actual match. I thought it was an alright match.
I don't want to be too much of a fanboy, but like, I thought Kevin Owens was doing a lot of great heel work. Like and I know he does it a lot, but like, I think more prevalent in this match was every time Roman even got an upper hand, he rolled out of the ring and he got his bearings. You know what I mean? And he kept doing it. I just love that. I mean, it makes people that aren't a fan of him hate him more. You know what I mean? And it's just great.
I think one thing I found that I have a problem with the Raw announce team is they're too wishy-washy with people. Like, even Corey Graves, who's supposed to be more or less your heel announcer, he kind of gets wishy-washy with people. Like, I love Corey Graves.
Yeah.
But he'll be like, well, I mean, he's kind of a dick, but he's not really a dick. It's like, he's super wishy-washy. And then Michael Cole just sucks. Yes. And Byron Saxton talks every now and then, and no one cares and tells him to shut up.
It's so weird, like, when he, like, I wonder if it's, like, a higher-up decision to, like, say, all right, Byron, say something. And, like, all right, here is what I gotta say. And then he's out for, like, 10 minutes. And
I feel like I'm Byron Saxton in real life. Like, that is me. Like, I don't really say much in life, but when I do, it's stupid. And, like, generally, like, I don't know. But at the same time, I think he might be one of my favorite commentators. Mamma Mia, that guy's really good too.
Mamma Mia.
Oh my god. At 205 Live, where Austin Aries is like, I'm gonna take your Mamma Mia, and I'm gonna up you like, oh, Mama Babash.
Yeah, I know. Oh man. But yeah, I thought it was it was alright.
I will 100% say I was totally thinking that it was a breakup for Jericho and Owens.
They definitely swerved us a little bit, but
I would have been happier with that than what happened.
Well, okay, yeah, because in retrospect, like, I thought of it right away, and I'm like, it doesn't make sense. Like, okay, yeah, sure, it's different. It looks like he turned against him. No, he was just helping him out. But he could have just did the same thing to Rowan, because even if Kevin lost by disqualification, he kept the title. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
the thing is you give Roman the loss at that point, though.
Yeah.
So by giving Roman the loss, you give Kevin Owens the one-up, and the title kept.
True.
So that's why I like that he did the codebreaker to Owens instead of Reigns, because I just felt like it worked better to still give Owens a win, still give him that like one up on Reigns, but also to like just keep that title on Owens. So, and then, of course, WWE can't go out on like a sour heel note, so they're like, "Oh, just have Shield destroy them."
The post-match was kind of cool. I didn't expect him to do all that, though. Like, how excessively everything went.
You want to get a table?
Oh yeah,
let's break this table. Wait, there's more table over there. There's a table over there.
I was like betting money. I'm like, dude, Roman's gonna turn heel, because he was lingering behind Seth the whole time, and I'm like, dude, he's gonna like do it. They're never gonna do it.
They're never gonna do it, dude.
I don't know why.
We're calling for it now. It's gonna be Cena, where eventually we're just gonna be like, he's never turning fucking heel.
Look, John Cena is closer to a heel than what Roman Reigns is.
Right.
Well, it's just because John Cena kind of is an asshole when he does stuff.
He was almost kind of heel during the AJ and Dean Ambrose stuff.
Yeah, well, they were all kind of like...
They're all just being assholes
with
each other.
Yeah. To each other.
My thing with the whole, like, okay, so Cena started off, and he was over as a face when he first started winning his titles.
Economics.
Well, like, even his transition...
Was that like the closest he's ever been to an actual heel?
He was a full-out heel when he was Thugonomics. When he first...
So at least he has done both.
Yeah.
Whereas Roman Reigns, I guess, kind of did with the Shield. But they were also like super over, so it's like... Dude, hit me up.
but okay, people started going sour on Cena because of his overexposure and the fact that he won always. I mean, think about it. The guy became like the most of his championship reign came in like a 5-year period. Like,
same thing happened with Triple H.
Right, exactly. But still, like, but the fact that people, I don't know, people hate Roman Reigns because it just literally is too forced. You can't make people like someone. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not how things work.
Yeah.
So, like, why don't you listen to everybody? Turn them heel. Like, literally, even against people I love, I'm like, there's only 2 ways this match can go, and I'll be all right with it. Kevin Owens wins, or Roman Reigns turns heel and wins. That's it. Like that's the only way.
The thing is, I don't like him as face, but if he were heel, I'd like him as a heel.
Oh, for sure. I think he could pull off a great heel if he stopped his stupid goatee and he grew a full beard again.
Well, handlebars only.
Handlebars
apparently.
Huh?
Every heel needs a beard, apparently.
Well, he came back after his suspension with a full beard for a while. I'm like, whoa,
then
this is a different Roman.
He did look a lot cooler. I
mean, come on. Neville has a full beard right now, and he's a heel.
Full beard is an overstatement.
Those ears. Aerodynamics.
He's an elf.
No point.
Yeah, Cody.
He's leaving it. He's saving it. All right, but it was.
More in your beard
do we grade the pay-per-views? Is that a thing we've done?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to start. Damon, you start.
All right,
man who hasn't watched it.
For the less than 20 minutes that I watched, I give it a D.
Wow, you
Because
hated
this
it.
was stupid.
I don't think it was that
Wait.
bad.
I thought we did on numbers.
I thought we were 1 through 5.
It was a 1 through 5? I thought it was...
Are we doing stars? What are we, fucking Dave Meltzer?
Yes.
Oh, that makes
I
sense.
thought that's what we did last time. Was we did
I
stars.
remember.
It makes
I didn't
sense.
even watch it. Why did we start with me? Fuck off, everyone.
Because you are part of this podcast. You were the host of this podcast. You have to.
Look, Trace is the one who made that decision because he's like, I don't want to do it.
I'm going to go through what Dave Meltzer thought a little bit.
Volatile.
You guys, can we do that now?
Yeah, I'd like to hear what he has to say.
Before
and then I'll weigh on in my opinion.
First off,
I concur.
Starting with, I think it was TakeOver London in 2015, 16? 15.
Perkins sounds so good.
The WWE had 15 pay-per-views in a row where they got at least one match with 4 stars. This broke that record. Not a single match broke 3.5 stars.
Really? Seriously? Not a single match?
There's one match that got 3.5 stars. No match got 4 stars.
Was the women's title match that got that 3?
Check out your cooking top.
All right, so Rusev defeating Big Cass was, I think it got 0.
Really?
I think it got 0. It just says dud.
Given it like a 0.5 or something like that.
Yeah, it says dud. D-U-D, dud. So I'm assuming that means 0.
More than likely.
Oh, probably the tag team match.
Sheamus and Cesaro beating the New Day was 3.5 stars. So that's the highest of the night. Sami Zayn beating Braun Strowman, which I don't actually think it's considered beating him if he just...
Well, it was a win. He lasted 10 minutes.
The ref called it a win.
I'd be happy to last 10 minutes.
1.25 star. 1.25 stars.
Okay.
Seth Rollins beating Jericho was 3 stars. Rich Swann beating Kendrick and Perkins was 1.75 star.
Did he star Neville's re-debut?
He did not.
Damn.
Charlotte beating Sasha was 3 stars, and Kevin Owens beating Roman Reigns was 3 stars. But that is the lowest pay-per-view I've ever seen.
Is there a total?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean,
But there's 2 1 stars and 1 0 star, and then 4 3 stars. So, I think if it averaged out, it would probably be around 2.5. Probably 2.5.
Yeah.
You're coming, dude.
Yeah.
I can start out the star rating here.
Okay, go ahead.
2.
I think that's fair.
2. I might even go slightly less. It really wasn't that good of a pay-per-view as what was expected out of Roadblock at the end of the year in December. They delivered what was expected. Just nothing.
I'll go 2.
I'm going to go 2 as well.
I'm going to go 2.
That's fair. It really is. I mean, yeah, like, retrospect,
I was hyped on it.
nothing really happened. I mean, the only thing that was end of the line was the female match, so.
I was hyped on it watching it, but after now we're talking about it again, it's like, it was kind of not
It's
that
like
cool.
soured on it, huh?
Yeah.
A little bit of a nipple.
Huh? What?
You said nipple?
No, I said...
First
Neville.
that
I said
chicken
Adrian
line.
Neville. What?
First the chicken line, and then...
Yeah.
Oh,
My head's not in the game.
Okay.
The triple of H is...
So-
what is this? Hi. Hey.
Moving on. Moving on from Roadblock, we'll jump to the aftermath of Roadblock, the Raw the next day. Damon, I'm guessing, didn't watch any of this.
I watched a little bit.
Okay.
I just watched what
I
they had
didn't
on
watch
the-
any of it.
I watched what they had on the WWE Network, or
I
WWE.com.
told you I don't have cable right now.
Hulu.
I know. Well, I thought it was a week. I don't think it was one day.
Watch the shit that they put on WWE.com.
Yeah, I typically do. So I guess I've seen that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've seen. So
Well, then there we go.
Like
Let's do this. Raw
First thing of the night, they are really trying to make use of the shark cage that they bought.
Like,
they're just stealing NXT gimmicks now.
Look, no, they bought that shark cage and they're like, shit.
We probably need to get like 3 or 4 more uses out of this before we can really make money out of it.
Yeah, like I'm not I hope I'm mistaken, but I think that they're trying to cross promote it with that new wrestling toy. Like, I'm not even joking.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
they
weird
literally
as
had that
shit.
toy in the background when they were making that NXT match. They're definitely trying to do that.
What?
They need to have ladders in all 4 corners that are spring loaded that shoot them at the thing and
That's definitely what they're going to put in the match too.
that better.
Kevin Owens is going to shoot out of the corner and try to catch Chris Jericho as he's falling and just like full like Spider-Man.
So I'm assuming everybody's seen that commercial in between, right?
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
That commercial. I think it's too soon. They have Bret Hart on top and he falls off. Is that too soon?
Because of his brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have picked anybody else to put up there.
I made that joke on NXT or when we were watching NXT TakeOver.
Yeah.
I was like,
Wait.
apparently they didn't learn their lesson when Owen fell.
Yeah.
That they probably shouldn't be hanging people from places.
Yeah, way too soon, dude. It hasn't been like 10 years, 20 years.
Like,
Give or take.
the segment, yes, they had to waste, like, they have to do a shark cage match, because why not? You bought it, you need to get used to it. I laughed slightly at first, but then I started feeling bad for Mick Foley.
Because he looks senile?
Yeah.
Because
he actually does look like he's losing it a little bit.
Because, like, they're almost making fun of him for, like, being, like, senile and stuff. And it's like, man, I feel bad for Foley because the dude went through, like, 1,200 car wrecks for this company. And they're just putting him out there as a joke, and I kind of feel bad for him.
Didn't he say they were in the wrong place when he wasn't even there?
Yep.
Like,
he said Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and
in
they were in
Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio, yeah.
Whoa, he's way off.
and then, well...
Did he correct himself?
No, Kevin Owens corrected him.
Yeah.
That's what was funny about it.
Oh, God, Kevin. He probably wasn't nice about it either.
No,
I don't think it's honestly. I think it's Mick Foley. Well, it's the fact that fucking they write the entire script and they have to go word for word.
Yeah, I don't think he
But
can
it's
keep
also
up
just
with it.
like, I mean, how many times can you not like fuck that up? Like, how many times are you gonna get it right before you fuck it up? Because they're at a different fucking place every week. Like, eventually you're gonna like mix it up.
Do you remember that one time Mick Foley came back like 10 plus years ago? Maybe not that long, but it was a while ago. And he was supposed to say just like one thing about like the place he was in, and he froze up and he couldn't say anything. And he like sat there and he went, 1 second. And then he had to go talk to the guy, the ring announcer, because he didn't tell him what to say.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
His brains are literally...
They're
probably
seething.
mush right now.
Yeah, they're mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
No.
Mashed
brain.
potatoes from Denny's.
Just right back to food.
Specifically from Denny's.
Can we
They're the best.
Can we have a wrestling persona for Brian, and it's just all he talks about is food puns?
Dude, I'm so hungry.
It's just food puns.
I'm on a roll, though.
I love
Dinner
it.
roll. Sorry. Alright, anyway.
Oh, but I felt bad for Mick during that, it was funny at first, but then I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
I feel bad for this dude that, like, broke himself for this company.
Yeah, it is sad, but I mean, as you can see, there is a long list of people who feel spited by this company, so it's not a first.
What could that be?
Due to their laxness with concussions.
Yeah, nobody got concussions in this.
No.
What are concussions?
Especially
I don't
not with, like,
understand.
Nobody ever hit each other with chair shots to the head. I mean,
What's a
No.
cheer shot? I've never
The Rock definitely didn't.
Oh, we got a little one. We got a little ditty. Is that a Jewish star?
The Rock didn't brain Mick Foley at a Royal Rumble.
No, that's Dallas.
Alright.
So beyond the shark cage, the new tag belts are debuted.
They look better than the old ones. I mean, even if they were the
Wasn't
same.
it funny? I said that literally
You did.
that night before at the pay-per-view. Like, couldn't they have got him a nicer looking title? It's like the ugliest thing in the world. And then the next night, there's a new one. I mean, it's the same thing, but just different color.
I like how they waited until after the new
Yeah, yeah.
with the title to get a new title. Fuck faces.
I mean, they're fine. There's some other
man.
They're
tag.
just the SmackDown ones, but
Yeah.
At least, Damon, like Damon pointed out, it's not the shitty bronze
Yeah.
metal that
They
they
have-
have on.
Mm-hmm.
It looked gold when you showed me it, but it's actually silver.
Was it?
Yeah.
So
Red and silver.
Still better than bronze.
There was some tag match stuff that I just didn't really care about, in all honesty, because I don't feel like there's much to that division.
Until the revival comes up.
You think they're going to SmackDown or Raw?
I don't know. I would think so, because they have to elevate that shitty-ass division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, I think, whatever the next women's person who comes up, Asuka, is going to go to Raw.
That makes sense.
I hope not, though.
Why?
I don't know. Did we talk about this in the last pay-per-view?
I don't think so.
Oh. She's like...
You don't like Asuka?
It's not that I don't like her, I just feel like she's like too indestructible.
Oh yeah, we did talk about this. You're
Like,
right.
I
You too.
completely
You
agree.
guys talked about it. But
She should have lost.
I don't know.
a long time
Okay,
ago.
but who? Okay, once Bayley was gone, who could she have lost to? No one. That's the
She
answer.
should. Well, she shouldn't have fucking. I'm not gonna get into this again. We're just gonna move on.
Okay, fair enough. I like Asuka.
Right. In the rematch that they literally announced during Roadblock, Rusev versus Cass. Rusev technically won again because Cass just beat the crap out of him, just punching him and all that, and got disqualified.
Can we talk about something real quick?
What?
I like Rusev. That's not what this is about.
Is it this facial here?
No, I like Rusev. It has nothing to do
Is
with
it
Rusev.
the-
I just wanted to say that
His
I like
facial hair looks
Rusev.
gotten better.
But
Is the whole thing?
I
stupid?
do not, and I know he likes Cass as a singles competitor.
I do.
I do not think Cass is ready to be a singles competitor. I think they're pushing him too fast.
I dislike that they're
think this is
basically
really pushing
not a tag team anymore.
Yeah, he's
What?
doing single matches, and I mean, jump back to when they did the Fatal 4-Way for the Universal title. He was one of the people put in that. Why? You know what I mean? Like
anyone else?
huh? Well, even with like Cesaro or Sheamus's thing, they could have put them in there.
They could have.
One
I
of
think
them-
that was one of the things. I forget. I think
It would've been
Sheamus,
way more
or they
credible.
had like a promo where Cesaro showed up. Like he showed up for that night after they had already made that match, and he's like, "What the fuck? Like, how are neither of us put into this match? This is insane." Like,
Yeah, I agree.
Cesaro just calls out Mick Foley all the time. It's fantastic.
But all right,
But Mick Foley never goes anywhere with it because he's not Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Enzo went to sensitivity training.
Boo!
It could have been funny.
Terrible gimmick.
It could have been.
Could have been
Terrible.
good.
it's a dumb plot. I mean, it's just because everything they throw Rusev in recently, I feel like he's completely in the right. You know what I mean? Like he's supposed to be the bad guy, and he's defending like his wife and being like a loyal husband, but he's the bad guy because he's Bulgarian.
Bulgarian.
Yeah.
Because he's not American.
Yes.
That's how the WWE.
You're an American, you're automatic heel.
That's why all the Canadians have always been.
True,
heels,
though.
except for Sami Zayn. Like Sami Zayn's the only
Just
Canadian
because
who's
they
ever
don't
been
mention
face.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't really talk it up that much, so you're gonna downplay your Canadianness.
Yeah, just-
okay.
Be around, but don't be Canadian.
Yeah.
There is a second story for the women on Raw now.
Nia Jax and
Because
Sasha.
Nia Jax came out and beat up an already injured Sasha Banks, because that makes Jax look great. Look at how vicious and impressive she is. She beat up a girl in a leg
I
cast.
do like that there's two things going on. For
Well,
that.
yeah, that's what they
It
need.
needed
It's
that.
nice, yeah.
Well, the last time they had that, it was Bayley versus Dana, and no one gave a fuck.
Yeah, notice that Dana's
What?
not on TV anymore now.
What even happened
know why?
to that?
She's waiting for my girl Emma to come back.
Are they coming
She's
together?
never coming back at this point.
Yeah,
It's been
what's
like
going on?
They keep pushing it.
17
They keep
months.
pushing it back.
What's
I have no idea.
the point of that?
I don't know. They're gonna bring it out, and she's gonna fucking. Emma and Dana are gonna get back together, and it's gonna be fantastic because there was the only time Dana was good.
HLA.
Like, not that much. Jesus
Stop
Christ,
it,
man.
Bischoff.
Huh?
Jesus.
I was gonna say Russo, but
But like, I completely don't even remember what happened in the Bayley Dana Brooke feud. By the way,
I
yeah,
think Bayley
Bayley
won.
beat her.
Oh, all I remember, all I took away with that is that Dana Brooke is really bad at putting her feet on the rope. Because she was supposed to put her feet on the rope. for that
She's
one
also
match.
really bad at putting Charlotte's feet on the rope because there was one match she was trying to do it and she couldn't do it, so she just put it under the rope and had them kick out.
All right, keep going. Spitfire.
there was Bayley Charlotte. Charlotte, I actually liked her heel work during this.
You don't like her heel work in general?
Not normally, no.
Well, you're dumb.
I'm a big fan of it. Honestly,
I'm with Frosty.
I think that's what makes me buy into her character so much.
And Damon.
Look, I think it's starting to turn me now at this point. For me, though, during the match, what were they doing, in all honesty? Like, there was that weird moment, and you watch Raw, right?
Yes, yep.
Where Bayley was just spinning on the back of
That's
Charlotte.
like her new move. I've seen her do it a bunch of times, but doesn't like accomplish anything. It's like you're gonna break dance on your back, and then I'm gonna stand up, and that's my
Austin
move.
Aries
That sounds like any kind of flippy shit that they're doing.
It's wasting momentum.
It's true.
Probably took more effort to do that than any
he
of the
didn't
moves
call
that were
everyone
actually
out
in
for
the
doing
match.
anything that like doesn't make us sense. He just called him out immediately.
Yeah.
During 205 Live, they kept talking to him, like, what would you do here? He's like, I will just
Poke
poke
him
him in the eye and beat him up.
I actually started geeking out when, like, the third time he said it. I was just like, he's just gonna keep bringing up. Well, Morrow, I would have thumbed him in the eye.
So good.
But yeah,
Playing up his heel work. It's great.
we're getting Bayley Charlotte. There was more cruiserweight stuff. Just Neville is a destroyer, and I love it. I love every minute of his.
Did they
patchy
only have one?
Obliterate.
No, they had two.
They had two cruiserweight things?
things,
Because didn't they do the Noam Dar one too?
Yeah.
Are we skipping over it? Or are we
Oh no, that was
It's
just
coming
all in this cruiserweight.
Okay, all I have to say is I really like how Noam Dar says Alicia Fox. I don't know why. I think it's fucking hilarious.
I just love Noam Dar.
Noam Dar is fun.
Noam Dar is great. He's great. He's only like 23 though, so.
Yeah, no, he's
Super
he's
young.
a baby.
I like it.
And then
Yeah.
I mean, there was Titus O'Neil versus Sin Cara, which
Ooh!
the best thing about that was when Braun Strowman threw Sin Cara into the.
Hey, well, you're not supposed to steal my joke.
What?
I made that the other day. The best thing that happened in that match was Braun Strowman coming out and kicking the shit out of both of them.
What's everyone's stance on Braun Strowman right now?
I'm a
big fan. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm actually
I think
fine
this
with
is the
him right
best thing
now.
that's ever happened to him. Like,
Yeah.
once he got away from the Wyatt family.
This is
I'm
way
gonna
more
agree with that.
positive
I'm
than I
gonna
thought
agree
it was
with
going to
that.
be.
I'm gonna agree with that. It was cool the Wyatts.
We all, and I know
well-
for at least the three of us, we all hated him when he was with the Wyatt family.
Yeah.
Because he was absolute garbage.
Big Hugs McStrongman.
Whoa! And now he actually does some moves. I mean,
Hugs.
he does like Umaga moves where he just like thumbs them into the neck and they fall down, but it's not.
But Umaga did it so cool. Like threw him up and then went, yeah, you're done. It's true.
And now he's just like they just gave him a running power slam as his move, which I feel like fits more than whatever that fucking shitty like cutter thing that he did before was.
Touche.
No, but I'm actually super down with Braun right now. I like the way his character's been built.
Actually, do longer matches.
Yeah.
Like
I
feel
think
like
he has the capacity to do them too.
I think so
honestly.
too, but they're just not letting him because they're like, oh, he has to be seriously unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So at WrestleMania, when it's him versus Reigns for the
And
U.S.
Reigns.
title,
For every title ever.
the women's title,
So Reigns is going to bury him then too, right?
Yeah.
more than likely.
Reigns is getting that
Man,
shovel ready.
I-
man.
That or they take the title away from Reigns, give it to Strowman, and then just have Reigns thrown back into the Universal title.
Oh, get
Competition.
Reigns. Go put him
Back to
somewhere else.
NXT.
Yeah!
Put him in the
No,
tag team.
even that's too much because I don't want him down there.
Put him into the
Bury him in the
cruiserweight
tag
division.
team so that the New Day can just keep beating everyone.
Anyways, yeah.
And then the last thing in the night was the tag match of the Best Friends versus the Shield.
Did they call him the Shield when they came out?
No,
I mean,
they
they keep
just call
mentioning like
they just keep
former
calling
Shield
them-
brothers.
Yeah, Reigns and Rollins.
Which is so...
Because they're not the Shield without Dean. He was the glue.
Wasn't when they first came out, wasn't Dean kind of like the mouthpiece and like the leader of it too?
Well,
Yeah,
Dean
he was the
was the
mouthpiece,
mouthpiece.
but then Rollins was the architect and Reigns was the punk-ass
Enforcer.
bitch.
Punk ass bitch.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
Enforcer,
so weird
punk-ass
because
Is
bitch.
that really his title?
Yeah, I think
The
so.
mouthpiece?
Well, that's what. No, they just call
That's
him
just what
because
happened.
he's the talker of the
Oh,
group.
okay.
That's why he won the U.S. title and had it for a year, and
then
Reigns
the
and
other two
Rollins
had
had
the
the tag
tags.
titles.
Yeah. Yeah. So good.
Yeah, I mean, it was just that
Aye.
tag match was filled with awesome talking between Jericho and Owens. And then there was another Braun.
I like that he's getting involved in everybody's matches because he said it's or else, and he's actually like ruining everything for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Always.
Wait, oh yeah, he got involved in that match, right?
Yeah.
What did he do? Just eat
He
everyone?
came out and he destroyed
kicked the shit
Seth
out of the
Rollins and Roman Reigns.
But just those two?
Pretty much the same thing he did to Dean and Roman like a year ago.
It was cool though.
Mm-hmm.
Did he like
Well, he came in.
force them to give him a piggyback, right?
Put him in a
He
slow
destroyed.
Sorry.
He destroyed Rollins, and then Owens and Jericho snuck out the ring.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna talk while they're laughing.
That's fine.
His finishing move was called the sauerkraut.
Just covers him in beer and just krauting him.
Mustard, no ketchup. Alright, I'm done.
No, Owens and Jericho just had, because Reigns was on the outside of the ring, Owens and Jericho grabbed Reigns and threw him back into the ring so Braun could
Crowd him.
Very interesting. Hey, I like that. Okay, SmackDown.
Alright, yeah, let's move on to SmackDown.
Schnitzer.
Let's see how many food jokes we can get into SmackDown now.
All of them. Okay.
All of the foods.
Take a little reset and go.
Alright, we started off tonight with the
greatest WWE title match ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did that right away. Yeah, that's right.
Yep. James Ellsworth versus AJ Styles.
Did he get squashed pretty much?
Oh God!
Horribly. It
Like
wasn't even a
3
real.
seconds.
It wasn't even a real like he didn't actually beat the shit out of him. A lot of people were like, "Oh my god, he kicked the shit out of him." He did his little like.
Was it like one move?
Yeah, he did his punch combo, and that was it. That was game over.
I
Yeah,
like his punch combo.
it was the after where he beat the shit out of James
Oh, did he?
Ellsworth.
He actually kicked
Yeah.
the shit out of him later.
Well,
I did one thing. It looked like it really
right
hurt now.
after. But,
Oh,
I don't know what it was.
oh yeah.
I didn't see that part. I just saw the actual match. I thought he was in a neck brace because of that, and I'm like, wow,
No,
they're really making him look like shit now.
no. Immediately after he won the match, AJ went and let out all of his aggression on Ellsworth, like
good.
throwing him into stuff. He did that snap suplex into the barrier.
That's what it was.
It looked painful.
Toasty.
I think there was a point too where like Ellsworth hit his shoulder. Oh, it was the one thing that I thought looked like hurt was Ellsworth like smacked his shoulder on the announce table.
Oh no, that's what it was. Yeah.
Because AJ like picked him up and like tried to slam him on the announce table, but he missed and just like hit his shoulder on it.
That's what it was.
But yeah,
It's cool. It wasn't me.
Right.
I don't like getting hurt.
And then what happened?
I don't remember match order at all.
Okay.
I'll just go with kind of stuff here. Carmella, Natty, and Nikki have a storyline. Natty's the one who betrayed Nikki.
Has it been outed? Has she?
Yeah, she.
Yeah, she said that she
There were
was
cuss
pissed
words
off
being
and
used.
blah, blah, blah.
There
What is
were.
it? P words?
Nope, the B words.
Yeah, he called her a bitch.
TCHs?
Yep, called him.
Demon.
Said him.
Holy buckets! They didn't beep it out either.
Nope.
No.
She
It's a
enunciated
family
it too.
program.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I hit you. You.
Do you think
bitch?
Do you think when they use that in flashback promos, will that be in black and white
Oh
too?
no! It'll be black and white, and they'll put that black bar where it says censored
Yeah,
over
yeah.
the wall when he says bitch.
Ooh, whoa.
It's about time they have a feud though.
Right.
Between them three, it'd be cool.
I mean,
Could be cool.
Well, apparently Carmella is looking to use James Ellsworth now too.
Yeah, she wants to get down and dirty.
I just wanna.
Never want to be
interject
James Ellsworth
one
so bad in my life.
tiny thing.
She's gonna lead big cast for James Ellsworth.
Yeah, shut up. I want to say one thing.
Okay, say it.
According to
Speak it.
reports,
Talk it out loud.
Oh my god.
I'm ready for it, dude. I didn't say any food jokes.
According to reports, if you interrupt me, I will fucking kill you. Mickie James was in Pittsburgh doing her WWE physicals. She is scheduled to start on SmackDown's women division if all goes right.
Yes.
I think
That's a bad
this
move,
is
but
they're gonna swerve it, and it'll be Mickie was actually the one who attacked Nikki because
Mickey looks so good.
it was
right
the
now.
same weekend as Takeover, and I think that's what's really happening.
That's the bananas in the pudding.
Right there. That's just me. That's how I would have wrote it if I were, writing.
Yeah,
SmackDown.
We would all probably be better writers than them.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
true.
But okay, I gotta give them credit because they do have to write every single 3 times a week for forever.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
each Like, SmackDown has its own
record. And every time someone gets hurt, it's
true.
just like throwing a fucking storyline out the goddamn window.
Yep.
Yeah. So. Potatoes and gravy.
Yeah, but SmackDown has that going. Bliss fought La Luchadora.
Oh yeah, I love that.
That was really funny.
Because it's a throwback.
El Generico's cousin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what they said?
No.
Well, yes, El Generico trained her down in Mexico. He was helping those orphans.
Los Luchadoras or whatever the Edge and Christian used to be called. Oh, like Conquistadors or whatever they were called.
No, it was definitely a ripoff of another NXT thing, which was when Bo Dallas had like a match with a luchador who ended up being Sami Zayn. It was El Local. So local competitor, but it was Sami Zayn in a mask, which was basically just El Generico.
Further rip-off of old SmackDown when Eddie Guerrero pretended to be a different luchador with a mask and everything like that.
They've done this before, but it's never looked so good.
Hey! Trace the Creeper. Turns out what luchadora was.
Wait, I nut bumped.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, we bumped nuts. I think that should be a creep too.
Chicken fingers.
Yeah.
So it was Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch beat Alexa Bliss. Dean fought against Luke Harper. Dean apparently has no friends whatsoever because he got the shit kicked out of him. After winning, he got the shit kicked out of him by the Wyatts, and no one came to him.
Until
The Miz came out.
And also kicked the shit out of him.
Yep.
So he really has no friends.
Yeah, like he has zero friends on SmackDown. I almost kind of like it. Like,
Me too.
So, but that
It's a lunatic. Who wants to be friends with a lunatic? Maggle.
Is that a JBL thing?
Yeah. JBL thing.
I hate JBL.
Cruz
the way he
versus
says Maggle.
Cruz what?
Sorry, here we'll go with this one. Mojo Rawley faced Kurt Hawkins. Best match of the night. Ryan Felipe was on.
Hey, he looked excited, so it was fun.
His commentary was god awful.
Was it bad?
It was.
Yeah.
What did you say? I like wrestling. I like Mojo's my friend.
That was more or less.
That's what hey, I give him props. I wouldn't know what the fuck to say on commentary either.
He just goes, yeah, thanks to all the WWE fans who are watching my show because you're all a bunch of white trash pieces of shit. No offense to everyone in this room. Or people listening.
Not offended at all.
Hey!
Whoa, got prep. Alright, continue with the SmackDown.
Yeah, so Mojo won, which is fine because Zack Ryder blew out his knee, so at least keeps the Hype Bros kind of around.
Did they figure out the number one contender?
There's a four corners match next week for the SmackDown titles.
What exactly is a four corners match? Just they're all in at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's what I remember. It's just a four-way tag, essentially.
Yeah,
so they can tag in whoever they want, and it's dumb.
It
should be elimination or something. I don't know.
It might be elimination. Who knows?
It should be because then it's more drama. I don't know.
Yeah, last longer.
I don't know.
People from the same
Let's be honest. I mean, I don't know if they're in the match, but Breeze and Fandango are going to win.
Wait, who are in the match? Do you remember?
No.
I want to know because, like, okay, it's going to be
it's Usos, American Alpha.
Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wyatts, and I think it's American Alpha. I think so. But
it makes sense.
I don't remember for sure.
Oh, it's for the titles too.
Yes.
So when American Alpha
do you think they would drop the titles off the Wyatts already?
Yet.
Because it's an easy
SmackDown, no.
Well, but it's an easy in a dumb match like that. It's an easy way for them to lose it and not be pinned. Just saying.
But it's not gonna happen.
I know. I don't
want it to happen. Team though. I'm really hyped on that.
Depends on who defends the titles in that match.
We's down.
It'll probably be Randy and Luke. Is my guess.
I think it'll be Bray and Randy, but
Bray.
Did you hear the?
What
did you hear like?
Yeah, no, did I hear what?
Did you hear like the boos after Harper was eliminated from that Fatal 4-Way? Or not the Fatal 4-Way, like the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Like people were pissed when he lost.
Because Harper's dope.
Yeah.
I like him.
He was super good that night too. He was killing it, and then they eliminated him, and they had the two faces who have already had, title chances this year.
30 title shots.
Yeah.
Which, actually, speaking of
Segue?
faces that have too many title shots, we'll jump into Dolph confronting AJ and talking about, like...
I mean, that happened after the...
Did you guys know?
Yeah.
We're jumping around, but that's...
Yeah. It's fine. Dolph came down, confronted AJ after he murdered Ellsworth. Dolph starts talking about blah, 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 blah. I'm Dolph Ziggler. I have matches, blah, 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 blah.
You don't like Dolph Ziggler?
No, it's not that I don't like Dolph Ziggler. I like him as a wrestler. But, as Baron Corbin points out, when Baron Corbin comes down, he steals, not the show, but all the opportunities and loses constantly.
Boom! Except you did steal that line from.
I hate Baron Corbin.
You hate Baron Corbin?
Yeah, literally, AJ Styles was like, all you did was lose. Like, why are you even in this match?
Yeah.
And then Corbin came down and literally said like the exact same thing.
Like, there's no one that thinks Dolph Ziggler's going to win next week in that triple threat match.
By the way, it's a triple threat match since we haven't gotten to that yet.
Sorry, yeah.
I like
spoiler.
Stupid idiot.
And I think, it's stupid that it's a triple threat match because I think a program between Ziggler and AJ would be pretty solid.
I mean, it'll be solid, but
wrestling-wise.
I
think
feel like
Corbin
interjecting in it is actually pretty awesome as well.
I love how Corbin interjected into this because he used Ziggler to interject himself into the match.
That's true.
And I've been loving Corbin lately.
He doesn't like him.
Aside from...
Just a pile of baloney in my eyes. Ring baloney. Nobody likes ring baloney.
Right.
Nobody does.
Whoa!
But yeah,
all right.
So...
I like ring
Corbin...
baloney. Back up.
Corbin basically goaded Ziggler into pointing up his number one contendership. They had a match later tonight. It was a pretty good match. I thought, at least. I don't know what you think.
We've only seen it about 17 times this year.
I don't know what you're talking about. We've never seen it once.
Yeah, that feud never happened.
Yeah, never.
Oh yeah, that's right. That happened like 4 months, didn't it? Like constant.
I mean, I thought it was a pretty good match. The deep 720 that Baron Corbin did.
Yeah, he spun for a really long time on that one.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of surprised.
The end of days always looks devastating to me, and I love it. But yeah, so they both get counted out because Corbin was beating the shit out of Dolph and wasn't caring about the count. And then Dolph super kicked him after Corbin had thrown Dolph into AJ.
Ziggly
Oh,
Who
yeah,
was
I saw that,
on
yep.
commentary, which I thought AJ was doing great commentary to actually help out Baron Corbin. Because as the match went on, AJ started rooting for Dolph to win.
Like, because he didn't want to face
Corbin, yeah.
Yeah.
He made it seem like Corbin was an actual threat.
They do that when the big guys are around, but that's good. Yeah, no, it's a good way to get them.
But yeah, then after that, AJ went crazy with a chair and just smacked, I think, like 5 times a piece on Corbin and Ziggler.
Oh, we got them both.
Yeah.
Tasty duo.
And then Daniel Bryan's music came out. It's like, look, you're having a triple threat next week. Ha
I thought you
ha!
were going to say he came out of retirement.
And he just kneed AJ Styles in the face.
Yeah,
like,
dude. And then it's like, we're going at WrestleMania. We're telling you now. Holy crap.
I was actually reading something before, and I completely agree with it. If Daniel Bryan was to come back for one more match, I would love to see it against The Miz. Like
the
that.
Miz? That's
the
where we
Miz.
would go to?
That feud needs an end, and that would be a great end if Daniel Bryan came back for one match and was like, we're fucking ending this.
And then it would be click, purchased.
That
Ticket to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
I don't know, any other thoughts on SmackDown at all?
I'm digging it.
Digging?
I'm actually, like, for some reason, I was on, like, because I watched Talking Smack for that one, and I didn't even actually watch the actual episode, but I watched Talking Smack, and I loved it.
I forgot that.
Natalia's promo against Nikki was actually really good too.
Everybody was on fire on that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
they're doing some really good promo work, and I think they're giving them a little bit more freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
SmackDown.
especially
Not on Raw, because Raw is still garbage. But
I completely forgot. Miz fought Cruz. Cruz looked pretty good during the match.
Yeah, this was like one of the craziest, coolest things ever.
But after the match, after Miz cheated to win again, which is fine, it's what Miz does. Renee Young was in the ring.
Yes.
And she asked about his obsession with Dean Ambrose, and he just goes, "What about your obsession with Dean Ambrose? You're the one sleeping with him." Just slapped him in the face.
I was like half asleep watching it. In the second he said that, I was like, did they really just say that? And I was wide awake.
Well, they have to announce it now because she's on Total Divas, and their relationship is actually on it.
Muy caliente.
So They've been dating for like years, but like now it's actually official.
Man,
oil.
the awkwardness of the announce team after that. Did you see that?
I felt uncomfortable.
Well, yeah,
I was really glad that Maurice wasn't there because I felt like she would have gotten involved, and then we would have had to watch fucking Renee try to wrestle, and I didn't want to see that.
I don't think she's not trained at all.
Exactly, that's why
we're getting a mixed tag match, man.
It's gonna be really cool.
It's gonna be fucking.
I'd watch it. I'd PPV that. Anyways, but on Talking Smack, did you guys know that Santa was Rhino?
Yeah.
What?
Santa was Rhino.
What?
And he was being very, very
creepy.
Sassy.
Creepy.
But what did I want to say? I thought, everybody on there was doing great promos. Even like the Usos doing good ones. AJ's was great too. Oh no, Corbin. That's what I wanted to mention. I thought Corbin did a really good promo on there. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Talking Smack has been great.
Yeah, and I think Daniel Bryan and Renee Young together are just hilarious.
Oh yeah,
I feel like you can tell
Daniel's just fantastic.
He lets loose because when Daniel's scripted, he's not the greatest on the mic, honestly. Mm-hmm. But when he lets loose and he's just himself, it's great.
That's why when
he did say
watched it yet, but that fucking
when he came out after the Dolph match, we're gonna have a WWE triple threat match for the championship.
No, it was a WWE triple threat championship match, and you could tell like after he said WWE that he fucked up, because so he like tried to like weave it all together into making sense,
and it didn't work.
It made sense, but it was just kind of like it was so obvious that he fucked up.
He weaseled his way out of it.
Yeah.
So all right, that's it. 205 Live.
Mm-hmm.
205 Live.
Flip shit. They're fucking actually like.
I'm liking them.
They're getting story. They're actually doing 3 coherent stories now.
Yeah.
And I am like,
see
happy.
You guys? Just slow and steady.
I mean, don't watch Raw for the cruiserweights. Watch 205.
The first 2 matches were like, eh.
Yeah, but I mean, at least
they kept stories going, which was fine. And then the third match was fucking cool.
Okay.
Oh my god, I got super into that third match.
I was just waiting for him to like
do it.
No, I've had 3 already.
Do it.
Okay.
I'm diabetic from those cookies. Seriously.
I was waiting for
now.
Insulin attack Brian Kendrick like for a little bit there. I was like, it's the only one he's not attacking. He kind of needs to do it.
I like that he's not attacking Kendrick yet, but I did like that he like mentioned before. He's like, look,
we're not friends.
We're not friends, and he just looks so pissed all the time. Even after the match when they had won. And Neville, like, you see Kendrick doing his normal, like, celebration, like, the little dance and everything, and, like, you just see just super pissed Neville look over at him and just be like, what the fuck are you doing?
So mad.
He honestly, I feel like that's going to be a match sooner rather than later.
I think it's...
Like, it's going to blow up, and Neville's going to attack him.
I think it's an injection that needed to happen, and the Neville situation, and... I think it's just going to get better. I mean, there's going to be names that are going to be popping up more. Obviously, Tajiri's coming back, so that's a credible name. Once Austin Aries gets in there, he's going to be super credible.
You know the possibility that I'm actually excited for is Neville versus Tony Nese.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I feel like that would be awesome to see those two go.
Yeah, they said something. They were like, Neville's probably the strongest person on 205 Live now. And I'm like, him and Nese could fucking, like... probably go head to head. It would be great.
It would be potatoes.
Did you see the moment where Brian Kendrick murdered Rich Swann?
Be more specific.
He like lifts Swann up and just slams his face into the mat.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And I mean, Swann has those crazy eyes anyways, so it always looks like he got hurt. But I was like, "Oh, holy shit, man! You just killed him!" Like it was almost a Zayn murdering Owens, but it was just that slapped, like, face right to the mat. No protection whatsoever.
How old are you, 24?
Yes.
So, Rich Swann's younger than all 3 of us. Isn't that crazy? He's a champion.
This is what we could have done with our lives.
He's 25.
He's 25.
Damn.
Sucks. We suck.
I still suck.
I know, we all suck.
I've sucked when I was 25 too.
Oh man. Yeah, no, I'm happy with it. And you know what? What culture is talking shit about Austin Aries on commentary? I do not agree.
I've been liking him a lot better as
he's gotten better. He's gotten better. I think he's probably
does what he's supposed to do. I mean, he's not a commentator. He's a wrestler. So, like, trying to transition that into commentating, you know, it's a difficult task. But I think he's hilarious. He does what he has to do. And did you guys catch the Godfather joke when when Morrow's like, I'm happy to see you're dressing up for the festivities, and he's just wearing a Santa hat that says ho ho ho. He's like, no, this is just a gift from the Godfather.
Yeah,
love
it. Yeah,
dirty jokes.
It was like we mentioned earlier. The thumb to the eye joke really was like I was loving that every minute. So just they go back to him, and I'm expecting like something different, and just nope. Just I thumb him in the eye and beat him up. I don't know why you're wasting movement with that. What are you doing? But no, Aries has gotten a ton better since the first.
It's exciting that he's going to go to like the cruiserweights, but it's also disappointing that he won't be able to because they're being very limited with how cruiserweights mingle. Mm-hmm. Except Sin Cara can mingle apparently.
Well, it's because Sin Cara doesn't matter, and he'll probably get released sometime next year.
Yeah, well that's fair. But I don't know. It's exciting. It's getting better.
I think the exciting prospect is that Hideo Itami, when he comes back, is going to probably go straight to the cruiserweight.
Oh, you think so?
Take on Aries.
Whoa! Look out!
I'm literally trying to look up to see when Hideo was coming back.
It has to be soon.
Yeah, because his injury wasn't that bad.
No, it was a lot better than what they thought it was.
Did you see the actual footage of it? That guy should be fired that he was wrestling. That guy did that move so bad. He just dropped him on his fucking neck. Like, man, ignorant. Yeah, that's how people get their careers cut short.
Yeah.
Nobody's arguing against you.
So you go to PG.
What?
So
yeah. Well, I mean, even with PG, you try training these beef heads that professional football players that can't wrestle or shit. You throw them in with people and
you like Goldberg?
Okay, but Goldberg did 3 things in the ring. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute. Okay, this is totally off topic, but I'm going to say it. Mm-hmm. Goldberg did 3 things, and nobody hates on Goldberg.
Oh, everybody.
John
hates
Cena
on
does
Goldberg.
5 things. Everybody hates John Cena.
No, everybody hates on Goldberg still.
I don't know.
It's just because
I hate Goldberg. I'm just kidding. I like Goldberg.
I like Goldberg a lot. Huh?
I don't like him
at all.
I didn't like him when I was younger either.
You loco Holmes.
He reminds me of Captain Insano.
And Big Show doesn't?
No, Big Show is the Big Show. I get it.
You get it. You got your brain. All right. Should we move to our list?
Well,
the list.
We're cutting here, right?
Yeah, the list.
Oh,
yeah.
Cut.
You want to call us out on this?
This has been the Roadblock End of the Line
/ Raw / SmackDown / 205 Live
podcast, greatest podcast that's ever lived. Thank you for listening, although I'm sure you haven't actually listened, but whatever.
No, they've all listened to this.
You pieces of shit.
Stupid idiots.
Yeah, so for everyone here, bye.
We've got a friend that listens.